was a loss of appreciation for what we actually do. And for us, we do it, I like to say, behind the barrier of a tree line. Because the way we live our life was for no one else. You know, we love what we do. We do it. We didn't know that this was going to be part of our life. We weren't doing this for anything. We were doing it because our grandfathers did it. Our great-grandfathers did it. It's who we are. And without it, we would be half of who we are. You know, and I think that there was the appreciation and the knowledge and the truth about who we are and what we do has kind of faded a little bit because it hasn't been like big in the social eye, if you will. And I think this gave us the opportunity to shed light back on that again. And I also think it's what makes. I think I respect a man that lives this lifestyle and can live this lifestyle. I respect it because it takes, it takes certain grit, and no one, like they say in Yellowstone, it's something that no one ever sees for the most part.
I'd tell them pack up, come for a visit, let's hang out. I mean, we'll just let that talk for itself.
Y'all come out, see if you can make it one day. I'll give you one day on my ranch. You make it through, I'll give you my respects. I'm pretty sure all of us can say that you wear a cowboy hat to a bar, you're already gaining a little attention. But the problem with that is, we've all discussed, ranching has been romanticized. You show them the cows, the baby calves, and they think it's wonderful. And then all of a sudden, they start getting less and less interested when you're like, oh, we can't go out tonight. I've got to do this in the morning. Oh, we can't go on vacation. It's calving season. We can't do this. And that's where they fall off. And, these are girls who consider themselves, somewhat country. And I think that maybe the fact that we were brought such a diverse group of girls, it made all of us grow, the girls and ourselves. We learned something about a completely different side of life that we had no clue about, and as well as they did. And I think that maybe that is the middle ground that the show is so successful because of, which is a mutual appreciation of, I like that you bring me out of your shell. I like that I bring you into something you've never experienced before, and you find this mutual appreciation, and that is where these connections formed from. And I had no expectations at the beginning of the show to find anybody, and I could not have been more surprised.
For a cowboy, finding a date is not a complicated thing. I've said it 1,000 times. It's almost the easiest thing that we'll do. It's just because there's an attraction to it behind it. And like you said, it's romanticized. There's fantasies behind all of that stuff. And it's just the authenticity. But what I will also say is that even the situations where it may not work out, the cowboy gentleman romanticizing lifestyle is still a desire. So even if the relationship doesn't work out, that girl still kind of wants that, because in a way we're connected with nature, and that's something that you just can't just like pass over so easily, is that these girls are from all aspects of life. They want to know what it's like to date a cowboy. Well, why do they want to know what it's like to date a cowboy? Not just because they look at it as a fantasy, but because the reality of who we are connects with their inner being in a way. Like we're connected to nature. We take care of animals. We take care of the land. We're not caught into our laptop or our computer. We're not dealing with, stock markets and all of these things where that consumes our life. We're actually living a lifestyle where it just goes back to our forefathers. That connection will always remain solid.
I didn't want to show them the best version of me. I wanted to show them the brash version of me, because that's the hardest version of me to deal with. And I'm sorry, but when we're working cattle, we're doing stuff, that's what you're going to see. And it's easy to like someone who's accommodating, which I grew so much as like, what do you girls need? Can I help you? Can I do this? Can I do blank? Can I do that? But I will say that I appreciated these girls so much, because if any of them had whined, complained otherwise during any of the tasks that we asked them to do, that they, as Hunter said, they've never been exposed to in their entire life. But if there had been any complaints, whining, whatever, they would have been gone, and they didn't. They jumped in. I was so impressed with them because I didn't give them the nicest, sweetest version of me.
I wanted to give them everything that I had. That's all I meant, at the best version of me.
Oh, I completely agree, but it's at the end of the day, it's one of those, like, you don't deserve me at my best if you don't appreciate me at my worst.
I learned more about myself and being able to accept things that are outside of my control and being able to adapt to that. I think you have to be comfortable and happy with who you are as a person in order to make it work for someone else. Nobody is going to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And it truly was just such a great experience in the fact that seeing these people from all facets of life, I had to learn about them, just like you're saying. I had to learn about them and different things for them, and they were learning about me. And what makes this so beautiful is, like, it always bothered me. I've had a couple people talk to me about, they always want the spoiler. Who won? Who was the winner? There's no winner in this. It's like all of these people that are involved in this show are winners. It's not a win-lose situation. They have to pick us just as much, if not more, than us choosing them. The ball court just as much as it is ours. Like, we're not handing, some player. I'm not knocking any other shows or anything like that, but we're not handing out sunflowers or ears of corn to ladies that we pick. It's not like I pick you, you have to stay on the farm. That's where I think the difference is really there. I mean, it's, for me, it's such a mutual thing, and that's what makes life go around.
I did not expect is to be as close with these guys as I am. I mean, I talk to them all the time. We have made lifelong friends. Worst case scenario, I've got 3 other guys I can count on any phone call, anytime to do anything I need help with.